We're in a magic location. We've actually already filmed, but what you're about to see will blow your mind. Not only some of the rarest gaming stuff I have probably ever seen, but some toys and some movie props that will just, well, you can see for yourself. Oh wow, this is it's like a prison. I used to work in prisons. And I'm very nostalgic for my old employer. And here she is, the first time I have ever used a torch to get into a unit. It's actually quite warm as well. I see the chainsaw, I see the resi chainsaw. Oh my God. Should we get the table out and see what we've got? Look at this.
There's Nintendo standees. We've got Gears of War, massive Gears of War one down there.
Wow.
Yeah, so these were all from a Nintendo rep.
Okay, so from a Nintendo rep, yeah?
Yeah, he used to work at Game Station.
Okay.
And he, when they got rid of Nintendo reps, he was like, Luke, do you just want to have all these standees? And I'm like, yeah, cool.
I've got loads myself. They just take up so much space, but...
This is the problem. But yeah, just all unused standees from, the sort of 3DS era, which is... But yeah, there's just randomly, there's this massive... And it is massive, this Gears of War one. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can kind of see. Oh my goodness gracious, yeah.
And it's two-sided, so there's like a game slot in the middle.
You kind of just slide out of here. Oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah.
That's got to be like a 6, is that a 6 foot standing? I'm 5'9". No, it's maybe about 5'7". Yeah.
I was going to say, I'm definitely not 6 foot. So.
All right, Luke is unboxing something incredible. What are we unboxing, Luke?
This is the stunt head for the 1998 Godzilla.
Used in the actual film. This is the actual, am I allowed to?
Yeah, it's foam latex, just, It's a bit sort of delicate around the edges, but yeah, the plan's to get this sort of like conservation work on it, so it sort of will last, because otherwise it will just fall apart, which I don't want to happen.
No, absolutely
But yeah,
not.
it came from the States. So the 98 film, even though it's like really like CGI, it's actually got a stuntman who walks around in a little Godzilla suit.
And he would have worn this.
And he would have worn this big, well, the skin. He would have definitely worn the skin. The underneath is a casting where it sort of sits on.
Okay.
So yeah, that
is incredible. Look at this.
He's quite big as well. Like,
is he heavy? I'll probably drop it, so I don't want to.
It's not that heavy because it's foam latex and it's like fiberglass.
So dare I ask how much you paid for that?
I would not say, because my girlfriend would kill me.
You tell me off camera.
No, I'll tell you off camera.
So what you're about to see is really cool. Really cool. Check this out. What else we got?
I'm going to get
this. Oh, that's a nice box, a nice condition box right there.
This was from like an old school friend who was sort of like, Luke likes games. And so this was in his attic.
Yeah. I have that version, but it's a battered box.
It's a little bit at the top, but in terms of like everything else, like visually, like a great.
And the handle as well is something that was synonymous.
You can tell where his mum and dad sort of repaired it when they broke the handle.
Here and here.
But yeah, I just thought like the front of the box is just so like the condition's good.
It's beautiful, mate. It is beautiful.
But this is what I wanted to get you.
Ooh.
Let's get this out.
Ooh. What is this?
So this is a Dutch sort of unit which the salesman used to go around with.
No.
And sort of test it in the shops. So there's about 250 of these made.
My heart rate escalate. I literally just felt my heart go.
Yeah. Imagine what I was like when the guy bought it from. I was like.
So this is what they would kind of patrol around the shops with.
And you go, would you be interested in the PlayStation? Let me test it up. Let me set it up for you. See what you think. Have a go.
I think we should reenact that scene. I'll be the Dutch saleswoman.
Okay.
Let's do it.
But yeah, just like.
Nice condition as well, isn't it?
So I got in touch with. So there was a forum back in the day called Assembler where it had all the prototype stuff on.
Yeah.
And I sort of posted that I had this, and one of the guys on there called up the people who made it because there's a number on here.
Which is like there, Netherlands.
Yeah, and the people who made it, they were like, oh yeah, so I got all the information, only 250, and the fact it was used to sort of bring around 2 stores to see if they would be interested in taking the PlayStation on.
No way.
So this is not like your rental ones.
Yeah.
This is like just for demoing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just thought it was cool, and the fact it's got like
And it's
The embossed.
logo.
Yeah.
Look at this thing. And the case is really nice condition, isn't it?
Yeah, I've only seen a couple of these come up just because it's so unusual. But yeah, just like...
Wow. You just don't see it, do you? You just don't see it.
It's, yeah, very unusual. So I'm very lucky to have this one. You know what, let's just get this one out.
Oh, some Nintendo stuff, yeah? This is Nintendo.
Nintendo
right?
toys.
Nintendo toys. With the Japanese
Papers. Oh yeah,
as
they sort of
well.
shipped it with. So this is the Ultra Hand.
Okay.
Ready?
I'm ready.
You ready for this?
Ready? Whoa.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes. That's going to get your cobwebs down, isn't it? In the top corner.
And then you sort of like, you put it back. I need to remember how to do that bit. But yeah, especially you can pick things up with it.
So that actually looks like it wouldn't pick anything up though. That looks like the dodgiest, sketchiest contraption.
Let's have
a go, shall we? Right, what
pick
we're going
up,
to do.
You know, a pocket camera, a box. You know, just...
Is it going to work?
Just...
Come on, pocket camera.
Come on.
I think it's going to break.
Oh, don't do it. Yeah, this is about 30 years old. Let's not.
I need a few seconds of your time to tell you about channel memberships. If you guys want to become a channel member, click join from the main page or the second link in the description. There are 3 tiers, all with different perks for you if you want to become a team member. Thanks for your time. Let's continue with the video.
The
Duck hunt,
OG
guys?
duck hunt.
Yeah. So
It actually looks incredibly flimsy.
Oh yeah, this one's like, it's had some damage on the side.
Hammered. We'll show you B-roll.
But I've got 2 of them, so you know, it's
Okay.
fine to break one, isn't it?
Yeah, just you can use one and then actually just keep one in storage.
But yeah, so the idea with this one, it's a little projector, and it will project ducks on the wall, and you shoot the ducks off the wall.
No way.
Yeah. Like I've not got any battery, so we can't test it, unfortunately.
Next time, guys. Next, 1,000 likes, we'll come back and we'll get it on set up in here.
Yes.
And come to TR29.
There's 2 of them, so we can both do it. We look really cool.
Kind of a competition.
Yeah, who can get the most ducks?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Yeah, so there you go. That's that one.
That's really nice to see. You don't see them that often. Even at the expos, you just don't see them that often.
And you see 2. I've got 2 just in case.
Yes. Just which is the better condition? Is it going to be that one, isn't it?
So this is so this one's the better condition because, and the reason I sort of bought the second one was because the gun was broken on this one.
Yeah. Okay.
And you kind of like, because they import a lot of this stuff, you don't know until it arrives, like if someone's done a dodgy repair. So this one's got the instructions
you can
as
tell
well.
Immediately when you open the box that it's just the condition.
There's you next time.
That is literally going to be me.
Yeah.
Look.
Look, can you see the resemblance?
Look at that.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, this one's like just original manuals. That's what it's all about, guys. You want on a manual. How to put it together so you don't break it.
Because we can all read Japanese, so that manual, that wasn't there. I'd never know how to set it up, you know.
No, I mean, I'm looking at this gun now and I'm going, how do I put it together? But because I think I've done it before.
But thankfully you've got the manual so you can read it all.
Yes, and then I will know exactly what to do.
Yes.
Or leave it in the box like it has been.
Just put it back in the unit.
Put it back in the unit.
All right, I see Mega Drive game. I see it all in here. I see everything. So
It's a lot.
We're going in. I see Sega Saturn. I see it all. We got more Nintendo. Oh, here we go.
There we go. Big
more
gun.
Nintendo goodness going on there.
Proper gun, that one. Let me just.
That's some real plastic stuff right there.
That bad boy.
Look at that. Wow, yeah. Nintendo toys. They know how to do it, mate. They know how to do it.
Look, they know what everyone wants.
They do. I mean, we've even got there's chainsaws and guns in here. It's just crazy, this place.
And then if that's doesn't take your fancy, let's
wait a minute.
Let's
just drum roll. Let's get a drum roll going.
Oh god, this is when everything falls over.
Just place those magazines on top of the Atari. Just there you go.
Oh yeah, just shove it on top of the Atari. A load of Tomb Raider clothing, I think that is.
Let's pull it out.
Cool. And then we've got another gun. We've got the shooting gallery for the Odyssey.
We've got the shooting gallery for the Odyssey. Again, rare stuff you just do not come across.
Yeah, shove that back in there. We'll pour some
Oh
more
my
stuff.
goodness gracious me.
Right. Where'd I put that gun?
It's a good like lightsaber kind of show going on in here. So I'm wondering if there's any kind of like, I'm obviously searching for Super Nintendo because are there any Super Nintendo?
There's
I
none.
saw your eyes go wide.
Yeah, none here.
That's fine.
There might be some Famicom stuff maybe. But
Famicom.
yeah.
Okay,
I'm
nice,
trying to think.
nice. I see double case stuff. Got some Metal Gear, which is just
yeah.
classic stuff. That's actually really nice condition, to be fair. It's a real nice condition.
But this is mostly car boot stuff as well.
it?
Like, you know, like this is when you could buy like 20 games for £1.
And you could actually get this stuff.
Yeah,
for,
and you were doing them a favour by taking it.
by getting rid of it all. Is there any kind of really obscure PS1? Any kind of, I see Dragon Ball Z.
There will be. You've just got to find it. Yeah, it's all in there. It's just sort of, so it was all in order, and then yeah, I sort of changed it.
You don't see this stuff. You don't see it. And I also see Team Buddies as well.
Oh yeah, so there you go.
Was in Kirkby Sales and Exchange recently. Very obscure item. Whoa, tripping.
Just trying to, yeah, your torches.
Sorry.
There you go.
Look at it.
It's a good copy. That is a clean copy. Like the
That
disc
is
as well is quite nice.
incredible. Is this all the stuff you've got from Car Boots then?
Mainly car boots. That actually came from a game shop in Canterbury where you got your cells
Okay.
listed as well. Yeah, this is XCOM, that came from there. So yeah, it used to be from events, but this was like, you know, before it was cool.
Yeah.
When things were so cheap. Like Team Buddies was
Monster
50 quid, I think.
Was it? That goes for quite a lot of money.
Yeah, yeah.
Monster Rancher, never even heard of it.
Basically not as good as Pokemon or Digimon, but you know, I'm sure people in the comments will disagree. They love it.
Similar kind of principle,
Basically, you gotta catch them all, but you had to do something with the disc, like take the disc out and put it back in. And if you put different discs in, I'm probably doing this all wrong and people are gonna go crazy. But
in the comments,
yeah.
how dare you? Unsubscribe.
Could be someone's favourite game.
Could be. Now, Digimon, I don't know a great deal about, so I'm like, Digimon, I mean, I'm sure it's really cool.
Digimon again?
Digimon World 2003, I
Yeah.
mean, pretty, just really obscure. I see, obviously, your Tomb Raiders, being the Tomb Raider guy.
There's some Tomb Raiders in it, not all the Tomb Raiders.
The Tomb Raider stuff's at home. I want the golden mask.
I know, that's
I
another.
want to do a trade with you for a sell. Do a trade?
For a sell? Oh, maybe.
Potentially. Rayman, I mean, that's just a classic anyway, isn't it? We've got the classic stuff going on there. And you have the...
Oh, you see, now you've seen that.
I've got that. I've got one of them bad boys. I see another Super Nintendo at the back as well.
We'll get it all out. We can...
Oh, let's just pull it all out. And I see you got the Famicom stuff going on, yeah. Oh no, Game Boy.
Game Boy.
You got Famicom as well. Do you have a copy of Tetris on the Game Boy? Because the Japanese one with the minuet. Do you know about the minuet copy?
Yeah, it's got a slightly different tune.
Yes.
Somewhere.
If there's a minuet copy, you're on 50 quid, maybe a little bit more. But
This is the thing, it's a bit overwhelming because you sort of look at it, you're like, where do I even start?
Yeah, where do I start?
Where do I go with this?
Where do I go? I mean, I have this Super Nintendo, but that box looks immense. Can we pull it out?
We'll get it out.
Let's do it. Let's do
stop.
it. I've clocked Robbie the Robot Job.
Hey,
Famicom.
behind that.
Behind that.
This.
Oh, wait a minute. What have we got going on here?
Game Boy Fishing, Sonar.
Oh, I saw one of those down at Super Potato earlier this year in May on a really cool retro game hunt.
We've also got the Wonder Swan version, if that takes your fancy as well.
Fishing Wonder Swan version. Okay, not my jam, but I know
some people's.
people will love it.
Box stuff.
Unbelievable, mate. Mate, you've got a really good collection going on here.
There's one of the early Nintendo Pong consoles.
We've got some Sony awards now. I do have a couple of them on my wall at home. Peter Hodges, thank you for your contribution towards Fired Up. Peter Hodges, if you're watching this, check it out. We've got even more.
I've got 14, 15 of them. Like football from James Broadley. Well done. You did it.
James, well done, mate. Honestly.
So these were
I mean, obviously they didn't value them that much because they're clearly in our hands right now.
So these were from, I think, a clearance company from eBay.
Right.
And this was, again, many years ago, £14 for the whole lot. I was doing them a favour.
You were doing them a favour. You were, weren't you? Do you want this one back? I see this Tomb Raider. Oh my God, look at this.
The most ugliest Lara in the world.
That is pretty dank, to be fair. Pretty dank. Nice box. Great, like, kind of box art going on. We've even got a crushed Breath of Fire here.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
every lockup needs a crushed box of Breath of Fire on the GBA.
It
doesn't
came to me crushed. It wasn't me.
Lies.
Lies, yeah.
Lies.
All sorts of.
All right.
So.
Oh, whoa.
Right.
I thought that said it's A steroids.
Asteroid, yes.
My profession, I digress, but healthcare profession, all I saw was steroids. That's all I saw from work.
So I bought this.
Steroids.
Right. So I bought this. I used to work for the mobile phone company,
Okay.
Orange. You know, big up Orange.
Yeah.
And at Glastonbury one year, they had arcade machines.
Okay.
And had these little custom banners. So this was like kind of combining the two as my love for work.
Yeah.
Don't work there anymore. And
Nope.
gaming. So
Steroids.
Steroids. Steroids.
A steroid.
You know,
my healthcare profession.
By Orange. Sponsored by Orange.
We got
Magazines.
The Obligatory mags. Oh, Game Boy stuff. Yay.
Game Boy, Pokemon.
Nice.
All from that era.
Yeah. NMS is where it. Oh, that's a little bit later down the line.
Just loads in
the
there.
first 56 issues of NMS were Super Nintendo related.
Official mag.
Oh, look at that. It's like being back in W.H. Smith.
And this was
as
just
a kid.
a friend just gave them me. They were just like, "Do you want these?" And I was like,
Yeah, sure.
"Yeah."
You could sell them at Doncaster Gaming Market.
I know, could do. Look out for Luca at the market.
That's right. When is it? 24th of November, Doncaster Gaming
Yeah,
Market.
hopefully I'll get there.
Get
I
yourself
need to
there.
get booked in.
Get some of this stuff. Get
Loads
on
of
it.
mags.
A flyer for what? Go on, tell us about this.
So this is Computer Space.
Okay.
This was the first ever arcade machine.
Wow.
I mean, let's just say it is. There's probably one before, you know, but this is like the
this
first.
Is the first.
So
yeah.
this was a company called Synergy, who
Okay.
then became Atari.
Wow.
And this is an original flyer from 1971. I guess it will be a bit earlier than that.
OG flyer. Wow, even the back. My goodness gracious. So the instructions on how to use the arcade, how
Yeah.
it works.
It was a
etc.
failure. I will
Okay.
say that. That's why no one remembers Computer Space. And
Never
everyone
seen
remembers
it.
Pongs. But I love the colour. It's so retro. And like usually when you go to like the Game On exhibitions, they have a big Computer Space there.
But it's very expensive.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because it's all failed systems are very expensive. All failed games are very expensive now. What do you think it'd be worth? Like the actual machine itself?
£5 grand.
£5
minimum.
Minimum.
Right, depends where you're selling it.
Yes.
But yeah, it's just amazing. Like I love it, and I think it's just like that's where it all started, really. You know, if it wasn't for these guys who made this big yellow banana-looking arcade machine, we wouldn't have
Absolutely.
what we have now.
So cool. Again, just stuff you just don't see. It's incredible. Box.
So I bought a SNES
Yeah.
without a box.
Okay.
So then I bought the box separately. So it's just an empty box of eBay.
Does it have all like the manual and all the kind of stuff
So-
inside- and the micro there? As
Oh yeah,
well?
that's just just throw the
there we go.
micro. That's just. It is getting messier. You can see the progression
This
of the
is
video.
causing some serious trouble now.
So it's got all the stuff,
Ooh, now we're talking.
all the manuals. But I've got a big like
Lovely.
folder of manuals at home as well. So yeah, but the polystyrene's pretty good condition. Doesn't have the sort of that cardboard bit
Yeah.
which goes on top.
Yeah,
But yeah, we just wanted a box, and I thought this is like a cool. The All Stars box is
Yeah.
just pretty iconic. So
It is
definitely
awesome.
wanted one of those.
Oh my goodness, what is this, Luke?
Right.
What even is this? Head mount display,
plug-
dyno visor.
You plug your games into it, and you can see it on the screen.
When you say games, what kind of games?
You you plug your PlayStation into it. You put your PS2.
Really? Seriously?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's. Japanese again.
Of course.
Shop.
Everything cool comes from Japan.
Yeah. So put your
It's got S video and everything.
Put your S video in.
Goodness gracious, dude.
and then so this is made by Virtuality, which were based in Leicester,
Right.
and this was their sort of like I guess foray into the home game market, and I sort of wanted something with that sort of East Midlands heritage.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm not going to put it on. Actually, I don't know.
Like, just break.
But yeah, it's sort of like this is your sort of I guess one of your first examples like home VR.
What year is this from then? Because you think in VR, I mean,
This is
I don't think
90s.
it's massively taken off, but yeah, I think the technology, certainly with something like this in the Virtual Boy, you know, back then, I think it was way ahead of its time.
Like this stuff, let's have a look.
Was there a date?
1996.
1996. So far ahead of its time.
Yeah.
And you've kept it in great condition. I mean, there's not many scuffs or anything. It is
Yeah,
just...
I just wanted something from that company because
Yeah.
like the machines themselves. If you go
Yeah,
to like
yeah.
the Leicester Computer Museum, they've
Yes.
got like the full like units.
Yeah.
And this is sort of like my little piece of that
Yeah.
because it's just so like weird.
It's so
Random and
isn't
weird.
it? We like random though.
We
like
do.
It.
But yeah.
We've got something super rare coming now.
Well, this okay.
rare.
So we've got. I think it's rare. I think they're rare, but they're not.
Wait, you got two. Stop
I've got
this.
3,
Just-
but the third one's better.
Right, I'm gonna beep, 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 beep.
Reverse.
Pull the magazine
Pull the
down.
yeah.
Ugh. There we go. So you have 3. Oh,
Odysseys.
bayonet. Oh, I can smell the 70s.
Oh yeah.
I can
This is,
smell
I
it.
think,
I just
71.
had the
The whiff. You were brought back.
the whiff. I was
There you
born in
go.
1983. I'm not that old. I know I'm going grey, but
Yeah.
this is amazing.
So this is your Odyssey.
It's even got that like dirty brown 1970s
We love it.
wallpaper-esque. We do.
I love the unnecessary shelf
Yeah.
as well.
This kind of horrific housing.
Oh, I love it though. It's so of its time. It's space age.
Yeah. Even the font. Look at the font. It's just the Odyssey.
But yeah, I sort of got into buying Odysseys for a bit. So this is I had 4 at one point.
Okay.
These are my box ones, but each one I kind of want to get more of the pieces.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know
Wow.
which way it goes back in now.
Well, we'll figure it out. But guys, let us know in the comment section if you've played one of these, if you remember one of these, and just what your memories are.
Yeah.
All right, we got this remote control car
We've got 2 of these in the unit, 2 different colours
from Nintendo.
from Nintendo. It only goes left.
Is that on purpose?
Well, yeah. Why do you want it to go right? They just want it. It's just cheaper to make it go left.
So
I
it's
guess.
just basically designed to go in a circle.
Basically. Look at this bad boy.
Right, the question is, can we operate it?
Tune in next time. Nintendo periscopes.
If
Buy
you-
one get one free.
Where did you get them beauties from then?
One of them from the UK. Someone was selling it, and I think I got it for like 10 quid.
Have you tried it?
I think this one's got batteries in, so
You're
we
gonna
might
like,
be able to.
you're gonna-
Okay, yeah, you can tell it works really well.
So if you're in a submarine,
Yeah, this. No,
I mean, I've got a submarine. We could use it.
we could. It goes down.
Better condition, even with those monstrous.
I'm surprised they even sent the batteries. They're
Yeah.
really funny about sending
Yeah,
batteries.
send them in the post is like a big no-no.
Yeah, look at that.
Look at that.
Probably going to get some burns on this thing.
That's lethal. That's toxic.
I
right
shouldn't
there.
really be here, actually. I should probably take that out. Does this one work?
Yeah, that does look like it's in nicer condition.
Okay, this
as
one's in
well.
better condition.
Yeah.
I will try and get the other one to get up.
So when you
later.
go on holiday on your submarine, you are kitted out, suited and booted, with your periscope.
Yeah, your ultrascope.
Oh, it's an
That's
ultrascope.
what they call it, the ultrascope, I think.
Is it working?
It's right, you have a look. You have a
Right,
look.
okay. Oh, we're working. Can I see you?
Can you see me? I can
Wait.
see the mirror, so I'll be
I
able
can
to
see
tell.
you there. That is how I can see you. I can see the camera. I can literally.
There you go.
This is brilliant. It's like one of those old things in school. Do you remember that you put the acetate on?
Yeah.
The paper.
Oh, with
Right,
the
guys,
overhead
science
projector.
lesson. Yeah, and they go right on some stuff. Yeah.
Same technology, basically.
It is, isn't it? Yeah, they should have had this in school. I'd have listened.
Well, I don't know. It's a bit noisy, isn't it? Try and put it down. Press the down button. Going down. So this is another Odyssey.
So this is, but this has got the carry case. So when you go to your friends later,
Yes.
you can take this to
Obviously,
your friends.
like, you know, when I'm like, Gemma, I'm coming round, let's play some games.
Absolutely. Get
Yeah.
your Odyssey case
Whip
out.
out my Odyssey, here it
Oh,
is,
look
and
at
look at
all
that.
these.
And it's got all the overlays.
Just in case you, I think we should use them all.
Yes, oh, obviously, you know, we could play roulette. We can play, there's a map game where it's like guess the country. There's like all the fun. you want from your games, you can have with the Odyssey.
1971.
1971, guys.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
It's beautiful. Have you ever seen a box of cameras, not just any cameras, but Game Boy cameras like this?
Anyone? Cameras?
I mean, tell us about what is...
Why?
Why? Why? And that is to complement the actual box of them that you have in there as well.
Yeah, I think about 50.
50.
So, yeah.
What, you mean you've not got 51?
Well,
Right,
you know.
that's it.
I know, sorry, guys.
That's it. Done. Done.
Game over. But yeah, I've got... so what I used to do, I had like a little project I was doing for a while where I would buy the cameras from Japan, the pocket cameras, and they'd have the photos on still. So I then take all the old photos off. So I have about 500 photos of just what people took at the time. So like going to Disneyland, all these different things, like someone's going to grandma's house and they've got like, they put the text on and you get some really cool sort of pictures and you sort of like that, like what people were using them for at the time.
That's fascinating.
But then someone did a YouTube video about them and they all went up too much. So now I just don't bother.
Now you just don't bother. So you
Now I've
have this
just got a
collection of
box.
photos and lots of cameras to go with it.
Yeah, a head-sized bag of cameras. Right, this is weird.
This is a weird one.
But it's good in a weird way.
It's good in... Okay.
Kingdom
right.
Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts, Trinity Masterpieces.
Right.
Is it a jigsaw?
It's not a jigsaw.
Okay.
But what it is, which is something I don't think you really see in the UK, it's the PlayStation games, but also the Game Boy game. So it's like the set. But you just wouldn't see that, I feel like, over here.
And it's obviously Japanese, yeah.
Obviously.
Obviously.
Most of it, 50% of this is Japanese.
Why would this
But
be?
yeah, just looks like a really minty copy of, Chain of Memories. Which is just...
untouched.
Probably is. A lot of the time when you buy stuff from Japan, they just say it's junk.
Yeah.
Like this was junk.
Yeah.
I think, they just want to get rid of it. It's not worth anything.
This?
It was tenner.
Tenner.
Tenner for like a really nice copy of Kingdom Hearts. I love Kingdom Hearts though, so it's like...
Yeah. If that's like you kind of collect it and you can play it, you get double the bonus, don't you? Because as a collector and a gamer, and I think it's a very different mentality.
Just like, the art.
I know. The Japanese artwork, I've said this a million times, it's just next level.
I think they just go to town on special editions compared to like... I think we do it more now, but back then it's like, this was... When would you get... I mean, why? Why would someone want the Game Boy game and the PlayStation games? But it's like they did it.
Yeah, I guess that was their market and it worked, yeah. I mean, it's gorgeous. It's a real beefy edition. It's beautiful. All right, what are we looking at?
So I didn't make this. It was these hung up in the core design studio on the walls.
Did they?
So I have up to Tomb Raider 4. And these were just along the corridor. So these like massive frames of the Tomb Raider games. Like, look, these are chunky. Yeah. All gold. They were made on the same road where the studio was. And this was at Ashbourne Road studio.
Yeah. The original studio of core design.
But yeah, these are like, when I bought a load of stuff from my core dev, and this was like one of them. And I was like, they are nice, but they are very chunky. So maybe one day I'll have them on my wall, just sort of admiring them.
Chilling, flexing.
But yeah, this is just one of many sort of Tomb Raider items.
So you've got, which one other ones you got? You've got 1, 2 and 3?
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I think then, I don't know if they were transitioning to the new studio.
Yeah.
But yeah, just a very random but cool item.
Piece of core design history. Not just Tomb Raider, but core design.
Core design.
Many games made there, yes.
Yeah. There she is, our girl.
There she is, Derby girl.
Yeah, going for a moody phase, this one.
She kind of looks teenage angst right there.
Yeah.
Like she's just about to get her GCSE results. And she knows she's done shit.
Well, this one she had to go to Paris, so...
So she fucked off to Paris instead.
And she wasn't happy about it. Didn't have a good time.
So this is from Core Design.
Yep.
This is original Tomb Raider apparel from Core Design.
Yep, so that's Curtis Trent's top.
Of course it is.
Yep. I think there's 2 of them in there. But yeah, there's all sorts. I think it goes to like Tomb Raider 2, maybe Tomb Raider 3.
It goes deep. Is this a hoodie?
It's the whole bag in a very fetching McDonald's box.
In a very fetching McDonald's box. That's a hoodie, isn't it? No, it's not. Shit. No way.
This was stuff which just some of the devs kind of just had. And over time they've bought quite a few. Yeah, quite a few. I mean, like I said, it's a whole...
That's the Curtis Trent.
So these are the promo tops. So these are the ones they would give out at events and things like that. Give to the devs. But there's also the official Lara Croft clothing in there. So you know, like what it would sell in, I guess, I don't know, like I don't know what shops were around in the 90s, but
C&A.
you see, yeah, probably
C&A.
did. No, you're probably right. Yeah.
England?
So look at the back. I think it's the back, or is it just IDOS? Maybe, I'm not sure. Yeah, it's IDOS. That's why.
I
That
mean,
probably says
I'm
Lara
not, I
Croft or
think
something.
the England male football team are shit, just saying. That's the same one.
Yep. So you can. I think some of these are open, so we might be able to
Wait a
just
sec.
put it on the Odyssey. Just
It's just cheap shit anyway.
yeah,
What
shove
are
it
you
on the
about?
Odyssey. Yeah, so this is the official clothing, the C branding.
This is the official clothing. So putting one on. Can I put one on?
Yeah, yeah.
This, I mean, this is so 90s. This is so kind of like that cheap Rain Mac, fake Berghaus, uncomplimentary, zero feminine. Like,
What do you mean zero feminine?
I
This
wanted
is
to. Imagine tipping
don't
up
you
to
feel
work
like at Lara Croft right now?
Yeah,
And you're oversized.
I am. I am Lara Croft. I just pull my guns out and they're ripping my jeans.
That's
Look
it.
at this. That's wicked. So if you go to C&A, you can buy yourselves one of these for £19 and 99 pence. It's actually quite warm, to be fair. It's even got an inside pocket, look, for your treasure.
Exactly.
I
The
mean,
thought
if
of
you
it
want to,
all.
you know, I am trashing all of this. And is that as far deep down as it goes?
Yeah, it
Is
goes
that just
down the rabbit hole. It goes further. There's kids' t-shirts in there of Lara. There's all sorts.
Luke, what is this?
So yeah, we've got all
the
the Japanese versions.
I mean, I'm
Yeah.
seeing the box condition is absolutely crisp, incredibly so.
The Odyssey's now become a shelf for.
The Odyssey, the 1971 Odyssey, which is hardy, to be fair, so no damage done, guys. Don't roast us in the comments section.
So you know, when we were talking earlier, this is random. This is not
Yep.
Pokemon, but about like just how, like you know, forward thinkingness of a lot of these companies, like they're ahead of their time.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a Game Boy cart, which you go to a shop and get games downloaded onto it.
No way.
I think this one's got the Wario game on there if I can open it up. But yeah, you just go in with your little
stickers
cart.
on, you can write on there.
Yeah, literally, like they give you a little sticker and it say what game you've got on it. I think you could have a couple of games as well.
Obviously, with the Japanese stuff, lots of different leaflety things.
And they did a SNES version of that as well. So
I never knew that. So
yeah,
this is
it's
good
like
information.
this
guys,
is cool.
subscribe.
Look to find these things. These things are cool. Like you know, we all think that we're so modern because we can get these things, but you literally could go into a shop
Yeah.
with your old cart and get a different game, which is like mental.
It
This
is
was the
to
80s,
think
you know,
that,
80s,
yeah.
90s time, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, Pokemon games. Love some Pokemon. That's,
like your
I think,
Pokemon?
yeah,
I think I bought an unboxed copy of that a few many moons ago.
yeah, I think I had loads of those. But yeah, just very good condition. Pokemon
Beautiful
games.
condition. We have, what do we call these? Proper Pokemon.
Proper UK release. There's probably not going to be UK release now. We'll just put them on top of the other Pokemon games, shall we?
Hey, should we put them on top of the Odyssey?
Just put it on top of everything.
Right, okay, let's go.
So,
we are repping here.
Yeah, we've got some. So that's my original Ruby from
Right.
back in the day.
So this is your childhood
This was
copy.
probably the only game which I think I ended up keeping, weirdly. It was like in a box somewhere in a cupboard.
Yeah.
And it's just like the only one which is sort of carried on. So it's kind of like quite special, this one.
Yeah, I like that story. That's nice.
And then I just wanted more. So, you know, Emerald, which is just an amazing game.
Yeah.
Blue, I had to get a blue.
Of
It's
course,
like, you know,
it's just there.
blue
yeah?
was my first one.
Right. What's your
think we
favourite?
I'm going to say Ruby just because I have the most fondest memories
Okay.
of it. But I really got into Platinum.
Right.
Like Platinum was probably
Never played
not Platinum, sorry,
No,
Pearl.
Yeah, Pearl. Yeah.
Love Pearl. Pokemon
Yeah,
Pinball,
Pokemon Pinball
classic.
Again.
And I don't know if you remember it. So there was Another World. Do you remember the Another World shop? Before there was a Forbidden Planet, there was Another World.
Yes, vaguely.
And they used to get the import games from America early because it was
that's
back in the
American,
day.
isn't it? I can already
Yeah.
see the label on there.
And this was before, you know, we could get, there was always like a big gap between
Yeah.
UK and US releases, but
Yeah.
Another World always used to have the games
Yeah.
before, and they had this. So this is
Okay.
one of like the first games
Yeah.
I bought for it, which is like, this isn't my copy, this is a friend.
Okay.
But I had to get the American one because that's what I had first. It was like at Christmas as well. It was like
It's good
amazing.
condition as well. You've got them all in box protectors, I see.
I love
Very
box.
nice.
Yeah, you got to, if you've stuff you love. I mean, I need to get some for the Japanese games, but yeah, like you got to protect your games.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I'm down with that. absolutely.
Gotta do it.
And Chase HQ, I recently got that on a retro game hunt from
did ya?
Retrosect. Yeah, very obscure original Game Boy game, guys. If you've not played it, it does go for a pretty penny. But some of you guys emulate,
Does
which
it?
is fine. Yes.
Oh.
So apparently you can send emails. This is a calendar, diary, calculator, TV, VCR, remote control, clock alarm, notepad. This is so yeah, like you said, a PDA. This is very random.
A Game Boy PDA.
A Game Boy PDA. Let's have a look inside. Oh wow! So this plugs in to your Game Boy Pocket and just basically turns it into all of these things. Email. I wonder if you can still send email from it. That would be a fantastic YouTube short, actually. Pretty darn cool. You tried it before?
I've no need for it. You know what? It looks most of the stuff in here, like you could probably tell, it's just more like, did it interest me? Like, what's interesting about it? It's like no one needs a Game Boy sonar.
Yeah.
In the same way, no one needs a Game Boy PDA. But there might be emails on there. It could have a whole.
There could be some top secret information.
Could be
on this smart
government news.
Yeah.